Hello. It's kind of hard to do this with a hat on, you know what I mean? But what are you gonna do? All right, let's do. Ready? 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, go. Welcome to my world. Won't you come on in? Miracles, I guess, still happen now and then. Look into my heart. Leave your cares behind. Welcome to my world, built with you in mind. Knock, and the door shall be open. Seek, and you shall find. Ask, and you will be given the key to this heart of mine. I'll be waiting there with my arms unfurled, waiting just for you. Welcome to my world. Welcome to my world. That's right. Oh. Welcome to the world of the Songfather on the Songfather Show on the 27th day of August 2019 on what is becoming a rapid, that's not the right word, is it? Yeah, I guess so. A rapidly popular Blue-Eyed Tuesday. I know Daddy-O loves it because he is big Blue Eyes fan. I'll tell you about it. I can tell you a story or two later. So, yeah, we'll do a whole bunch of them. A little short on the news today. Not too bad, but makes room for more songs. And, you know, everybody loves Blue Eyes, if you can see. Let me put this over here. I got my hat on and my shirt and my tie like the man behind me. I wasn't going to put a suit jacket on. What am I going to do, sweat up here? Come on. 77 degrees, 77 outside. 77. I guess what my lucky number is. Correct. Let me take a sip of my espresso. Cent'anni. Gotta love it. You just gotta love it. How could you not love it? All right, there you go. Let's do the best that we can. So let's get crack-a-lackin'. And if anybody saw Freddie Rubino's Get the Food Out of Here last night, he made something that my mom and my Aunt Rosie taught me to make a long time ago. And sometimes I just, I put pictures up a couple of times. Just for dinner, I'll have it, potatoes and eggs. I mean, nothing like it in the world. And he puts a little onion in it like I do. Not too much, but just enough for the taste. Oh, my God almighty. But it was fun. It was fun, and him and Christine going back and forth, and it was, but last I looked, he was up like close to 40,000 views. There was 1,000 watching it live. 1,000 people watching it. That's how much. And he's right in what he said. Let me try this. Hold on. Yeah, maybe that'll work. And he was right in what he said, that he could not believe how many. There's the problem. How many people were sending a message? Oh, could you have a Get the Food Out here and show us how to make potatoes and eggs? And he's like, what? It's like one of the staples of any Italian house growing up. Used to be anyway. One of the simplest things to make and one of the most delicious. Nothing else gets added. It's potatoes and eggs. That's it. You want to throw that on a nice piece of Italian bread. What am I doing? It's the Songfather Show. This ain't the Fred Rubino Hour. Get the hell out of here. So anyway, Tino's taking another break tonight. He's almost done building his new condo. So the Yankees won last night. Got a little shaky again with mishap, but the bats came through, and it's just amazing. All these kids. I think there's 9. Might be 7, but let's call it 9 for now. 7. That got their major league debut this year with the Yankees, and they were kicking ass all over the place. Now Ford is up there, and we're not Whitey either. And just heard from a friend of mine that he's getting a little frail, Whitey, and but he's still hanging in there. He's a tough guy. But between Gio and now Ford and DJ. Well, he's not just come up here now, but everybody else. And soon everybody's due to come back a little at a time. Luke Voigt will be coming back. Stanton, we don't know about, but, and Judd's doing good. And the Arms are doing good, except for Mishap. So, it's looking good. Right now they have the best record in the American League. And they're only one game out of tying the L.A. Dodgers for the best the best record in all of the major leagues. And the Mets were off. They're now fourth place, dropped out of third again after Atlanta smacked them around a little bit and then being off yesterday. So let's hope they get back on the right track and make it exciting for New York, because we all know how the country loves to see New York succeed in sports. Correct. Okay, so 45 degrees this morning when I opened my eyes. It was very early in the morning, but still. I had a bad night with the CRPS. I don't know. And I thought maybe it was going to be a storm or something, or I don't know, but very, very painful night last night. Left foot, it started all in my right hand. And what happens with this disease is it can go away. It could just stay there, or it has the ability to travel. And, so it was in Spain. No. And so it gradually came up my left arm, shoulder, then across over to the right, and, stayed there for a long time, and just the two of them. And then down my right leg a little bit, and down to the right foot, and now to the left foot. And for the past, say, 3 days, the left foot, can't even walk on it. It's crazy. So all you can do is just take a couple of more pills. There's really nothing you can do about it. But that's why it's hard for me. I got all my rings here. And it's hard for me to put any other rings on now because the hands are so swollen. But whatever. There I go. So the number to donate is... what are you going to do? So a poor man over in China working in a factory, and the what do you call it? Computer that was, doing the machine that he was working on malfunctioned, and it broke apart, and it shot 10-foot-long metal skewers, pointy at one end. It almost looks like a giant nail, and then flat at the other end. They're almost like pistons, and 10 of them went into his shoulder, his arm, and through his chest, through his chest. And they said it just missed hitting his heart by 1 millimeter. And I mean, it's on YouTube now. I'm sure it was on Facebook, I think, yesterday, the whole story. And it's unbelievable. It's unbelievable that this guy lived. He was in surgery for 7 hours, I think. Well, they had to, slowly get everything out and repair a couple of arteries and stuff like that, but nothing major. And he missed his heart by 1 millimeter. Okay, that man is believing in the angels. He's blaming it on Trump. I had to throw that in there. And the chef from New York that was found murdered last week, like a block away from his house, they made an arrest of a woman. That's all they're saying so far. And that she's also connected to 2 other deaths in New York. Black Widow. Please, I don't want to hear about Black Widows' lives matter, please. I know, I heard you snickering. In Rockville Center, here on the island of Long, the Rockville Center School District just paid a $100,000 ransom to some terrorist, cyber terrorist, Ryuk. Yeah, Ryuk, R-Y-U-K, Ryuk ransomware, it's called. And what they did is they hacked into the system, locked on all the files, locked them, can't get in, encrypted everything in there. They couldn't get anything they needed. Records, this, that, schedules, everything that you need to get the school session started. So they said it would be cheaper to pay the ransom. Of course, they have insurance for it now. Did you know that? Well, cool. I didn't know that. It's called cyber insurance. That if you get hacked or attacked, and the insurance will cover whatever you got to pay to ransom. There's something not right with this thing. So they said it happened twice in Florida and once in Indiana. in this past year, and in each instance, the ransom was paid. You know, that's all they tell you. They don't tell you how it was paid. I'm sure it was paid electronically. They probably told them put it in this, wire it to this, and then it probably bounces like 75,000 times before it gets to where it was actually going, which is probably around the corner. But terrible, $100,000 ransom. Wow. Well, they could have did that when I was in school. I would have paid the ransom not to do it. So, all right, let's hit the first one on this Blue-Eye Day. Blue-Eye Tuesday, as we call it. It's very nice. A lot of my favorites. I know Daddy-O's going to love them, and Chris. But not the mainstream ones that you used to hear on the radio all the time and everything else. I'm sure they did, back in the olden days, you know what I mean? When there was no TV and they used to sit around and watch the radio. But this is a beautiful song called How Little It Matters and How Little We Know. It's all about love. Trying to explain it. Can't explain it. How little we know, how much to discover, what chemical forces flow from lover to lover. How little we understand with touches of that tingle, that sudden explosion when two tingles intermingle. Who cares to define what chemistry this is? Who cares with your lips on mine? How ignorant bliss is. So long as you kiss me and the world around us shatters. How little it matters, how little we know. So long as you kiss me and the world around us shatters. How little it matters, how little we know. How little we know, how little we know. Ba-cha! How little we know. We can't explain it. When two tingles intermingle, what in the hell is that all about? I don't know. Why am I yelling like this? Must be the espresso. Sorry. Tina, when'd you hire those guys? Well, you're paying them, not me. Wow. It's unbelievable. Okay, so. They did a special on the TV. I don't know if you saw it. It's been on every station. I haven't seen it on Facebook actually yet, but I don't know why. It should be. But out in the right outside Chicago in Illinois, is a 15-year-old teenager that is competing in what do you call it? A triathlon. I thought it was decathlon. In a triathlon, and one is swimming, one is riding a bike, and I forgot what the other thing was. I think it was just plain running. And he's doing very well. Here's the thing. He has no arms. That's right. No arms. So quit your bitching. You get up like me. You imagine that? I just started the show off by complaining. And this guy's, not only living with no arms, he's succeeding with no arms. And all three of those things that he's in, I'm sure he could beat me, Maybe not the bike part, because I just let the air out of his tires. But seriously, say a prayer, a blessing for him as he continues to grow. And when they interviewed him, very well-spoken man and young man, and he said, he did it for himself. Thank God for honesty. At least somebody in this world is being honest. He goes, but I'm also doing it to let other people know that if they have some kind of, he goes, and he said what I told you a couple of weeks ago. We don't like to use that word handicap. It's not a handicap. It's just something that we have to go through. Challenged, physically challenged, and I thought it was very well said. And I want to let them know, I'm physically challenged. I don't have any arms. I'm out here competing. So, in other words, he's saying, get off your butt. You know, what do they say? Put your bitch in Nancy or whatever it is he says on Everybody Loves Raymond. But yeah, very nice. And it was not just for them. That message was for everybody. So, and you know, and what do they say? When you wake up in the morning, if you can open up 2 presents a day, your eyes, you're already better than a lot of people that you won't even ever know that didn't get to open up their eyes. So there you go. So good for that guy, that that guy over in Illinois. And Johnson & Johnson, wow, I mean, the world is finally, this country, plus the world, is finally doing something that makes sense, that's right for this world, for our children, for us. Johnson & Johnson just got fined $500 million. It's only the beginning. For as they ruled in the court, for fueling the opiate overdoses that have been plaguing this country for the last easy 5-10 years, escalating over the past 5 years. You know, next they're going after the dental association and the dentists. You know, you get a tooth pulled, they give you 30 Tylenol and codeines. You don't need 30 Tylenol and codeine. You barely need 7. But okay, so they give you 7. You need more, you come back, you know, but they give you 30. For years they did it, right? Carte blanche. All right, here, just take this prescription and get the fill, and you're like, oh, great. Let me say, okay, yeah. You put it in, you sink into the couch for 2 days, you know, the pounding is gone, the swelling is gone, the bleeding stopped, everything's okay, and then you got 28 days. People are selling them, people are taking 2 or 3 at a time. It's ridiculous. So good. Go after them. Keep going after them. Those are the legitimate drug dealers, if you know what I'm saying. So, very good job. And believe it or not, 45 years ago, yesterday, Blazing Saddles came out. Remember that? Around the campfire? Oh, Mongo Street. Mongo Light Sheriff. So, yeah, way ahead of that time. There's no way in hell, in heaven or hell, that movie could have been made today and had any kind of a success. They made fun of everybody and everything from black, white, Chinese, gays, bikers. I mean, you name it, forget it. You know, Western people, this, that, people with speech impediments. I mean, they did not leave anybody out. But wouldn't be able to get away with it today. No, they did not make fun of birds. Wow. And so anyway, yeah, 45 years ago. That's kind of, I don't know. And so let me give you, I gave you one nice story. Okay, so our President Trump shook hands with the president of Brazil, and they're going to join forces and get everybody else that they can from the G7 to put up funds and people and get over there. And the fires that have sparked from the controlled fires that are out of control, you head over to the Amazon and put those fires out. It's good. It's about time. It's only 1 million acres already. How much of that million that's been burned was, paid for? I don't know. But good. So I'm glad to see that. See, it's not always about us. It should never be about us. It should be about us. And let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, so let's get to the next one. I love this song. This is a nice song. Everybody thinks it is, but it's not. Hold on. Hey, Frankie boy. The All of Me. Beautiful song. It was a movie, too. Who the heck was that? Steve? Steve Martin was in All of Me? I don't know. But anyway, so the song is like, all of me. I'm here. Take all of me. I'm here for you. That's not what he's saying. He's saying, you're gone. You left me. So, hey, take it. Take my lips. Take my arms. Whatever you need. I'm not going to use any of it. So you took off and you destroyed me. I love it. And I have my own special ending for it. That's right. As usual. So this is all of me. Everybody sing along with the Songfather. All of me. Why not take all of me? Can't you see I'm no good without you? Take my lips, I wanna lose them. Take my arm, I'll never use them. Your goodbye left me with eyes that cry. How can I get along without you? Well, you took the part that once was my heart, so why not take all of me? All of me, come on, get all of me. Can't you see, I'm just a wreck without you. Take my lips, I wanna lose them. Take my big arms, I'll never use them. Oh, your goodbye, you left me with eyes that cry. How can I ever make it without you? You know that, well, you took the part that used to be my heart. So why not take all of me? Yeah. Come on back and finish the job, you dirty son of a... Yeah. Do it. Rip it apart. Rip it! So, here's something for you to ponder. Tommy Chong from Cheech and Chong turned 80. 80. If you see any pictures of him, after the show, Google it. Look at him. And look at he looks 50. 55, maybe, tops. I don't know. Maybe it's all that, bingo bango he was smoking. I have no idea. But seriously, 80 years old, he looks unbelievable. It's amazing. So, happy birthday there, Mr. Tommy Chong. Oh, what the heck? I forgot there was a camera here. Okay, how's this? This is not just an eye-blinking moment. It's an eye-blinking, go smash your head against the wall story. Okay, not that I really want you to do that, but in Ohio, an elementary school is doing a fundraiser for their cheerleading squad. Wow, how nice. Nice, and they get their uniforms and their skirts and jump up in the air. It's terrific. So what they're doing is they're selling raffles, and the prize is an AR-15. Go ahead. Yeah, go ahead. Blink, blink, bang your head against the wall, whatever you want to do. I mean, who okays this? How does it even happen? You have elementary school children, mostly the girls, because they're the ones on the cheerleading squad, knocking on doors and going around selling raffles, okay? At any time, but especially this year, I think there's been 12 or 22 school shootings this year. I think it's 22. And we have children in elementary school going around selling raffles to win an AR-15. Are we nuts? Have we totally lost our freaking minds out there or what? So, I'm hoping that as of before I started doing the show, I kept looking everywhere I could find out to see if it was stopped. Not yet. And a lot of the people were complaining when they found out about it is if they have any, which is, I understand it, but it's just the wrong argument. If they have brothers or sisters, especially brothers, that's how they put it, but I understand. In high school, and they get their hands on it, it could be a problem. It shouldn't even be an issue. It should not even have to be thought about. You don't put raffles for an automatic weapon. What the frig? It's unbelievable. Unbelievable. Okay. Portland, Oregon. A man, they say it's a bar, but it was at a restaurant. So it's a bar restaurant. So, it's the media, whichever way they want to make it go. Was beaten quite severely. His face was pretty banged up pretty good because by a black woman, and I don't know what the man looked Mexican. That was what because he was wearing the MAGA hat. And, so some people are saying, well, you should really think about wearing that, because it causes, no, you wear whatever you want. This is America. When did it change? I have yet to hear a story about a woman wearing a Democratic or a man wearing a Democratic hat somewhere and people were beating the crap out of him. I don't understand. You can't preach this and Trump and his followers are this and they're that and they're this and preach preach that you want peace and understanding and everybody to get along, and then all the supporters are beating people up for wearing a hat. Not good. So the girl and the guy are being charged with assault and with the hate crime. That's what needs to be done. Let that spread around. What happened? They charged me with assault. That's a misdemeanor. Don't worry about it. They charged me with a hate crime. Oh, that's a felony. It is? Yeah. Oh, my God. What you doing? Because he had a hat on? It's, even if you want to be an ass and just take the hat and throw it the other side of the room. But why do anything at all? This is supposed to be who America you want to wear. You want to vote for him? Fine. You want to vote for her? You want to vote for him? You want to be here? You want to be... Stop. And then the one that... I forgot her name. Imagine it. Damn it. I don't know. But the one that wanted to go to Israel and got stopped. Now her boyfriend or fiance or husband, whatever the hell he is, it turns out his wife, now his ex-wife, comes out and says that when they were married, he did a lot of consulting for the Democratic Party and this and that and blah, blah, blah. And so he was doing a lot of work with her to help her get elected. And he ended up having an affair with her, came home and told his wife, and now they're getting split up, now they're getting a divorce. Further inquiry, it turns out that she gave him, or her people, her party, whatever, gave him, I don't know, something like $300,000 to be a consultant to get her elected. Travel expenses and clothes and hotels and this and that. It just doesn't end. But, okay. So, where do we go so far now? We went with How Little We Know. That's the truth. And then we went with All of Me. All right? You want to leave me? Take everything. Go ahead. Take my eyes, take my lips, take my arms, take everything. Just leave the other stuff so, I can relieve myself sometimes. Although, never mind. So this next song is a beautiful song. It's written by, I thought so, Rodgers and Hart. Ah, yes, very good. And I can't remember where the play it's from. Could you imagine this? But I remember it was a great play. And it's called, doesn't say. But it's called Bewitched, Bothered, and Bewildered. And, it's about a guy or a girl. Actually, I think in the play it was a girl singing it, but Doris Day does a great job with this song. Great job. Ella Fitzgerald, unbelievable song. But, it's like, I know. She's not right. She doesn't treat me too good. I know everybody thinks that I'm a fool, but I only know that I love her. That's it. I can't change that, And the feelings that she brings inside of me, I'm alive again. I'm beguiled again, But, yeah, I cry. I cry at night. I cry when I'm alone. I don't know if I'm ever going to hear from her or see her again. So, yeah, I'm bewitched. I'm under her spell. I'm bothered because I don't know what's going on. I'm bewildered because, But beautiful, beautiful tune. Of course, how could it not be Rodgers and Hart? Bewitched, bothered. Oh, sorry. Here we go. She's a fool, and don't I know it? but a fool can have her charms. I'm in love, don't I show it, like a babe in arms. Love's the same old sad sensation. Lately I've not slept a wink since this half-pint imitation has put me on the blink. I'm wild again, beguiled again, a simpering, whimpering child again, bewitched, bothered, and bewildered am I. I couldn't sleep, wouldn't sleep. Love came and told me I shouldn't sleep. Bewitched, bothered, and bewildered am I lost my heart, but what of it? She's cold, I agree. She can laugh, but I love it, although the laugh's on me. I'll sing to her, bring spring to her, and long for the day when I cling to her, bewitched, bothered, and bewildered am I. That's right. In other words, I messed up, man. That shit got me messed up. Okay. So I have no idea. I keep looking at the clock like I'm some kind of professional, and I actually wrote down what time we started. But I got to say something. The last three shows, a minute, 3 seconds. A minute. An hour, 3 minutes. The next show after that was an hour on the spot, 100.00. And then yesterday's show was an hour and 2 seconds. So, internally, I don't know. You know what I'm saying. It's pretty good. Pretty damn good. And so there's a college student over in Mexico, very well known for yoga and giving instructions, and she's been featured on the news and everything else, and very into it and very, very bendy, as Phoebe would say. And she's known for doing it out on the balcony. I'm sure a lot of guys are, behind the drapes with binoculars, but she's not naked. But, she does the stretching and the head up above and wrapping around the neck 3 times and all that other stuff. And then she decides why, and somebody took a picture of it, so somebody was there. So why they didn't talk her out of it, I don't know. But it's, a nice balcony, and it's not concrete, it's glass. So it's got a nice, the hell is that? I think somebody's shooting at me. And, banister around it, railing, nice, boom. And then it's glass, so you had a nice view if you're sitting inside, even outside. There's nothing blocking, And she decides to do this yoga thing while she's hanging over the edge by her, the whatever you call that, the crutch of her legs, where the knees bend. And somehow she slips and goes flying 80 feet down into the pavement below. And lived. But She fractured both her arms, both her legs, both her hips and her head. 11 hours in surgery. They had to reconstruct her both her legs. They say she won't even be close to walking for 3 to 5 years. For what? I mean, I feel bad. What a shame. Her whole life, I forget about schooling and this and that. Just her health in general. She's still in critical condition. Who knows what could happen? For what? Why doesn't somebody go, no, I'm sorry. I won't be part of this. You want to go hang off the thing. Do it when I'm not here. I care about you too much. Get out of there. So you have an argument about it. So she don't talk to you for a week or two, whatever. She didn't go flying down 80 feet into the pavement. I mean, oh, my God almighty. So say prayers for her, please, in college and, doing good, especially coming from a country that's got a lot of problems and, a lot of poverty and you're in college and making a good life for yourself. And, I guess your family or somebody's paying for it. And then you go and do that, and then you fall. Terrible, terrible. So a lot of prayers for her. What? No, you have wings. You can do it. What's wrong with this bird? Let me tell you. Okay, now. You heard about the jewelry heist, I hope, over the weekend here in New York. I think it was on Sunday. Yes, it was on Sunday. And 3 black males came in, one dressed in a suit, one dressed in regular jeans and a hoodie, and they both had dreads. Looked fake as hell to me. That neither one of them could I've got a few good friends that have long dreads, and when they work, they put it back in a ponytail or they put it up in a bun so they could put a hat on it, and But when they let it down, man, it's down there, and it hangs and it's heavy, and these guys, from what I saw. Every time they moved their head, the thing was whipping around like it was made out of straw or something. So obviously that was part of the get-up. So when you give his description, he was a black man wearing a suit with a black hat and he had long dreads. Well, obviously you don't, in my opinion. That's what I think we're going to find out. But my question is, there was already 2 customers in there, okay? You're in Manhattan, heading down towards the Canal Street area, okay? It's a Sunday. Most businesses are closed around you. Most of the security force isn't working unless it's a special delivery, for the Diamond District. Most of the police officers aren't there because it's on a limited, patrol. What are you doing letting 3 more people in while you already have 2 people inside? You can only take care of 1 at a time. Maybe 2, but the way they usually work it, when there's only 2 people in the shop, one kind of, takes care of paperwork and watches everything while the other, and they switch back and forth. So why would you let 5 people in? So this guy was, let me see those watches, and he was keeping that one busy, and this one's, give me this over here. And then they reached down and they came out with a gun, and, thank God nobody was killed still, but, people just don't think anymore. It's your life, I know it's a lot of money, and they got away with $4 million worth. I don't know. It's probably $2 million, but now they jack it up. But you could have lost your life. Your family could have been waiting dinner for you to come home, and you don't come home. Be smart. Don't worry about hurting somebody's feeling. Your safety comes first. They start banging on the door. I want to come in. I got 2 customers. When they go out, you can come in. End of story. So anyway, let's see how long it takes them, because they got some unbelievably great shots of them inside and outside. So. And somebody's gonna give it up anyway, sooner or later. So, and the Daily News, that used to be my favorite newspaper, not for a long time. It became toilet paper. But you got to blame it on the internet. I understand. You wanted the news, you wanted to catch up on things. Yeah, you get the paper and sit down. Now you could sit here with a cup of coffee. You could sit on your phone. Yeah, it's great stuff. But they're talking about 50 years ago when Neil Armstrong walked on the moon, the first and only human to walk on the moon, and they put down on the date, and that's when John Glenn landed on the moon and uttered those famous words, "One small step for man, one giant leap for mankind." You wonder why you're going down the turlet. That's how my Aunt Rosie used to say it. Right, Daddy-o? Turlet. What? Aunt Rosie, what'd you say? You got to go to the turlet. The hell's a turlet? And she pulled me by my ear. That. Oh, sorry. Thought it was a toilet. What are you, being a smart ass? No, turlet. I'll call it a turlet. what's that noise? What's that noise in your engine in your car there? She said to my father, you need Earl? I used to say, yeah. I swear to God, I thought Earl was the mechanic, you know? Oh, we got to get Earl to fix the car. Who the hell is Earl? Get him over here right away. So here's another beautiful song. Everybody sang this one. Sammy Kahn wrote it. But everybody, mostly male, but, Dino, Frank, Mel Torme, keep going through it. Robert Goulet. That was my Elvis impersonation. Because he didn't like Robert Goulet. I think it's because, well, you know what? Let's do more first, because I like this one. Then we'll get to the next one. Because I love more. Shelley Levine, he was the brother that I never had, the older brother, the uncle, whatever you want to call it. And, he said, if I was only 10 years younger, we would have owned the world. We'd be bigger than U.S. Steel. I'm like, you're quoting The Godfather to me, huh? Come on, Shelley. And he laughed. But, yeah, very tight we were. And talked to him every day, got his pictures. But he wanted this song, and we had a 60th birthday, surprise birthday party for him, and he had no idea, because it was a surprise. But he had no idea that a few of us from the job would be there too with him. And I got up and I did a whole thing. I sounded secret agent man. I changed the words to Leroy Brown, to Bad Shelley Levine, and this and that. And it was just a great time. And then he grabbed me later and he goes, I wish you would have sang more. I said, well, I sang as many as I could. He goes, no, more the song. What's wrong with you? I said, all right. He goes, that was my wedding song, for me and Rochelle. That was his wife, beautiful lady. And he goes, that song is you. You could own that song. And I said, well, I think quite a few people have owned it, but he goes, no, but please make sure that you, before I go, you record that on a cassette back then, And I said, okay. And unfortunately, never got around to it. So every time I do the song, of course, I think of him. But he just loved that song. So Shelley in heaven and Ricky, that was her nickname, Rochelle. Ricky down here on earth, this is for you. More. Let's go. More than the greatest love the world has known. This is the love I give to you alone. More than the simple words I try to say. I only live to love you more each day. More than you'll ever know, my arms long to hold you, so my life will be in your keeping. Waking, sleeping, laughing, weeping. Longer than always is a long, long time. But far beyond forever, you'll be mine. I know I've never lived before, and my heart is very sure no one else could love you more. Bye-bye. The world has known. This is the love I give to you alone. More than those simple words I try to say. I only live to love you more and more each day. More than you'll ever know, my arms long to hold you, so my life will be in your keeping. Waking, sleeping, laughing, weeping. Longer than always is a long, long time. But far beyond forever, you'll be mine. I know I've never lived before, and my heart is very sure no one else could love you more. Do the name Ruby Begonia ring a bell? There you go, Shelley and Ricky, that was for you. That was for me and for every one of you. So now we get to this song. I love it, love it. 3 coins in a fountain. There's 3. Why there's only 3? I guess some of the boys already got in and cleaned it out. But 3. Only one wish will be granted. Oh, my God. 3 coins in a fountain, each one seeking happiness, thrown by 3 hopeful lovers. Which one will the fountain bless? 3 hearts in a fountain, each one longing for its home. There they lie in a fountain, somewhere in the heart of Rome. Which one will the fountain bless? Which one will the fountain bless? 3 coins in a fountain, through the ripples how they shine. Just one wish will be granted, one heart will wear a valentine. Make it mine, make it mine, make it mine. Three coins in a fountain, through the ripples how they shine. Just one wish will be granted, one heart will wear a valentine. Make it mine, make it mine, make it and if you can't, get me them damn coins. All right, we're doing good. I think we're doing very good. So let's see. Epstein case. The prosecutor has put in a motion to dismiss all charges and dismiss the case since supposedly he's dead. That puts everybody. It puts all the work. This has been going on. This didn't happen in the past couple of weeks. This has been going on for years. All the testimony, all the statements that they got, all the people that were going to come, they don't get justice. That's what I tried to explain. I had a lot of people on Facebook jump down my throat. What do you care? What's the big deal? He's dead. That's it. Screw him. No, it ain't screw him. It's what about all the people that him and his buddies and his political buddies and his movie star buddies and restaurant people and everything else. All these people of privilege and power that came in and just did these disgusting things to women and when they were little girls and young girls and even, you know, and then older. And I mean, come on, they don't get, you know, to tell their case and tell what it felt like and tell what was done to them and have the guy sit there. So they've denied that now because of the suicide. So it was about 30 of them got to testify in court yesterday and today, you know, just to get it on record about what happened. But it don't mean anything. So thank God nobody jumped right yet to say, all right, okay, yeah, case dismissed. Not yet, which means, you know, this hasn't gotten around to the right people yet. But I know I sound very, you know, angry when I say that, but I am. You know, there's just... it was so predictable. Everybody knew it was going to happen. Everybody, even the Eskimos. And nothing against Eskimos, but they're all the way up in Alaska. They have no idea, you know. But you know what I'm saying. I'm being facetious, of course. But, you know, there isn't anybody that didn't see this coming, you know. So that's why I say supposed death, because I don't see it. I don't. You know, he's too valuable to them, you know, unless he was taken out, because he's too valuable to them. So, and so, yeah, we did good. And this song I saved for last for Daddy-O. I know he's enjoying this. You know, big Sinatra fan growing up his whole life, and a big Joe DiMaggio fan. And you know, aside from his own accolades in life and everything else, and a lot of tremendous success and a lot of good things he's done for the state of New York and New York City, and his family and friends and everything. His two biggest, happiest things were, besides his family, was having dinner twice with Joe DiMaggio, and they got to be pretty good friends. And then, of course, his getting to work with Sinatra, and they became very good friends. And I remember we were filming 3 days. We were filming Contract on Cherry Street, and during part of the filming, it was in July, and it was his birthday, so we were filming down in Little Italy. Cherry Street was a fictitious name, of course, going by the book and the script. And I think it was Spring Street that we used as Cherry Street and put a fake name above it and whatever it is. But Puglia's down there, and we used to go there a lot. My father, a hell of a lot more than us, went in there and had a, you know, semi-private party for him for his birthday. And then they come out with this giant sheet cake. I mean, it was cannoli filling and from Ferraris. And so we all start singing, you know, happy birthday. And then you look, and Frank Sinatra is singing happy birthday, sitting next to my father. And my father's like this, you know, like he couldn't, like, you know, not like a fanoik. I mean, he was like, he just couldn't get it in his head that this was his idol, you know, musical idol, hero, whatever you want to call it, growing up, and his whole life, and his mother and his father, and, you know, and my mother and everybody, his sisters. I mean, everybody loved Sinatra. And here's the guy singing happy birthday to him, you know, very cool. So when I was young, there, maybe I was 6, and my father, I don't know, he was shaving in the bathroom, getting ready to go to work or whatever. And I used to like to, you know, stand there and watch him, except when he had no clothes on. Then I tried to avoid it. But so he teaches me and then my sisters. Tina was, I think she was 42 seconds old at the time, so not her. But my other 2 sisters, Donna and Gloria, and he taught us this song. And, you know, made us memorize it, which we did. And to this day, I still remember it. And I thought, seriously, until a couple of years ago, I thought he made the song up. You know, I never heard the song. I never heard it on the radio. So, you know, it was called, I'm going to sit right down and write myself a letter. Oh! And I looked to see who it was written by. It wasn't written by my father. Very, very upsetting. But, Daddy-O, sing this song with me, will you? I'm gonna sit right down, write myself a letter, and make believe it came from you. I'm gonna write words oh so sweet, It's gonna knock me off my feet. A lot of kisses on the bottom. I'll be glad I got 'em. Smile and say, I hope you're feeling better. And close with love the way you do. I'm gonna sit right down and write myself a letter and make believe it came from you. Oh! And make believe it came from you. I'm gonna write words oh so sweet. It's gonna knock me off of my feet. A lot of kisses on the bottom. I'll be glad I got 'em. I'm gonna smile and say, I hope you're feeling better. And close the way you always do. I'm gonna sit right down and write myself a letter and make believe and make believe and make believe it came from you. From you. But don't tell your mama. There you go, Daddy-O and Chris. Hope you liked it. Hope you liked the show. I think it went smooth. Couple of rants, but, you know, that's me. What are you going to do? And let me tell you one thing. A hat and a tie on, I'm sweating. I'm sweating my calzones off. You know what I mean? Hey, forget about it. So, yes, another success. Wow, just saw a tornado. On Blue Eyed Tuesday. And always love singing his songs, you know. And you know, I think I do justice to them. I'm not looking for compliments, but I don't try to just make it like, you know. I get this all the time, no matter who I'm singing or whose song I'm singing. I'm not an impersonator. And I had somebody send me an inbox the other day. You know, when I was doing Elvis, I watched that show, and you know, you sounded like him on a couple of songs, but not really. So, you know, maybe you need to work on that a little bit. And I don't want. I'm a stylist. I sing it in the style that the song was made. You know, am I you know, leaning a little bit towards, you know, their style also? Well, of course, but I also put my own inflection in there. And somebody that told me once, somebody, I don't want to say who it was, but somebody that's in the business for a long time, and said to me, you know, you sound like Sinatra a little bit. You sound like Dean Martin a little bit. You sound like Tony Bennett a little bit. And you sound like Elvis a little bit. And then you sound like nobody. Okay, that's good. That's what I want, you know? That's the kind of response I want. That's the kind of ear that I want to be hearing this when they say, you know, because I'm not trying, you know what I mean? But anyway, so there it is. Blue Eye Tuesday is all over. And so everybody have a good night. Tomorrow up here we're getting some rain coming. Maybe the Yankees will win tonight again over in Seattle. The Mets will win today. And I think they got Chicago. Just, and whatchamacallit? See you at 6 tomorrow. And tomorrow's Wednesday. Let me think. Got any ideas? Shoot them to me, inbox me or DM me, whatever the hell they call it. And if not, maybe we'll do a Dino or Bobby. Or, I don't know. We'll see. But anyway, we'll see you at the watch party. Well, I keep doing that. This is the watch party. So if you're going to share it, which I really wish you would, don't share the watch party. People are still doing it. Share the first post. And if you want to join in the chat and all the silliness that we have during the watch party, make sure you come on to that watch party and don't come on to the first. It's very confusing. I'm sorry. But it's the way it is. If I could figure it out, believe me. So have a good night. I love you all. Thank you very much. I'm going to go dry off this perspiration. And that's it. Share a the radio station. Don't forget, tell as many people as you can. If you want to just share the link, I got it up going everywhere. Like I said, 12,000 people last week. It's not bad. It's not great, but the 7 days. So what are you talking about? Just a few more. It's only 2,000 a day. And then other people going, what are you, crazy? 2,000 people every day listen to your radio station, not your show. That was something else on there. Yeah, I guess so. So anyway, all right, that's it. I'm done. Tino, what the? Excellent. Holy shit, you just did a flip. I swear I'm not making a joke this time. What the? You didn't plan that one, I can tell you that, brother. No, there's no way. There's no way he planned that one. Anyway, so I'm sorry. All right, love yous. Have a good night. Safe, everybody. And we'll see you tomorrow at 6 o'clock. Sham.